Leos, I'm telling you now, if you're not in a relationship already, you probably will be. Because for the next 20 years, there's going to be a lot of transformations happening in regards to love, relationships, partnerships, marriages. So expect a lot of changes, a lot to be going on. If you want to know more, stay tuned after the jump. I feel like I need something. You tried to fight, but you my brain is racing for my heart is racing for clarity. Okay, so this is going to be a reading for my Leos out there. Okay, my Leo, Sun, Moon, rising signs. Okay, definitely my rising signs are going to feel this. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a general reading. Okay, if you would like to book a personal reading, the information is on the screen. My website is on the screen. TheAligningsouls.com is on the screen and also in the description box. Okay, book a personal reading. They are 50% off currently, so take advantage of that. It's only 50% off until the weekend. Okay, so if you want to take advantage, go to the website that's on screen or in the description box. Now, jumping straight into it, Leos, over the next 20 years, like I said, you're going to have your seventh house activated by this Pluto in Aquarius, age of Aquarius transit. And so you're going to experience a lot of death and rebirth in regards to your relationships, your marriage, your partnerships, your one-on-one partnerships. So just expect a lot of energy to be happening in regards to you and people. Okay. It's going to be an extremely transformative time. You might find yourself dealing with a lot of trauma from people or getting over trauma with people. If you're not in a relationship, you could possibly end up in a relationship or you could possibly get married. It could be toxic cycles that start, that end up breaking. You could end up dealing with a lot of partners that you're not used to, maybe innovative type of partners that are a little bit different. Maybe you can meet your partners through social media. Maybe your partners beat to their own drum, whatever. Now, the overall theme of this that we have is orphaned. So to me, this definitely says that you are in a state where you could possibly feel alone. It seems to be a lot of mental conflict going on, like a lot of air energy that's happening right now. So maybe mentally you're in a space where you feel like you're on guard, or you're feeling like you can't trust people, or you're feeling like you're a target, like everybody's out to get you, or that like, maybe you've been through so much that it's just like, how can I let my guard down? It's like, I gotta kind of be careful. I gotta kind of move with caution. I gotta, be a little sneaky and strategic about the way that I date, the way who I choose to date, or the way that I choose to move when I'm dating, right? Because I don't want to end up alone. Now, this could be for people that are single or people that's in a relationship, child. You could be in a relationship and feel like, okay, I remember what happened during Venus retrograde in Leo back during the summer, and honestly and truly, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It might be for my Leo rising specifically, whatever happened this summer could be coming up right now. Like if you went through some sort of relationship issues, or maybe you met somebody then, or you fell out with somebody then, that could be rearing its head around this time now. So just keep that in mind. But with this orphan energy, we have a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. We were all meant to have connections with other people within our families, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important, right? To recognize that when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everybody will understand you, so it's time to move on. Yeah, baby, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Um, Whatever you keep trying to make work, it's not going to work. Definitely go watch the general reading that I did in regards to you guys. Is trying to make relationships work. It's time for you to move differently when it comes to your relationships. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Whether you're in a relationship and you feel like, okay, it's time for me to like end this. Like, I need to call a divorce, or I need to break up with this person, or I just need to date a little bit different, date a little bit, better. Maybe, there's some sort of trauma there. Maybe everybody in your family tends to date the same type of person. You date for stability, you date for comfort rather than dating for love. It could be anything like that, right? But nonetheless, there needs to be a change. So the current situation that we have is rejoice and celebration, but we also have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So to me, that tells me that there's some sort of insecurity here because you're not really living as authentically as you can. I feel like there's a need for self love to come into play because I feel like there might be codependency that's happening here. And either you're in a codependent relationship, in a codependent attachment, or you're breaking free from one, or you've already broken free from one, and now you're learning to find that self-love and go on this self-love self journey of healing and reclaiming your power and your time and all of that, right? But this definitely points to some sort of codependency in regards to other people. And again, that's what Pluto is here to do. Is here to transform that area of your life. Now, the challenge that you're facing, we have memories of love, but we also have Ace of Pentacles. So it's like you're trying to hold on to memories of the past. And again, you got to let that shit go. You have to let that shit go. It's almost like knowing that somebody's toxic for you, or knowing that a situation is toxic for you. But it's just like, but loyalty, but loyalty, but loyalty. It's like, I've known this person for 20 years. I've been married to them for 20 years. We've been in a relationship for 20 years. They're just going through a little, it's like making every excuse in a book when the universe is literally telling you, hey, bitch, it's time to fucking move on. Like, this person, this thing, this place is not a good fit for you right now. It's no longer aligned to you, but yet you keep trying to bring up when things were good. Just because you've had good moments doesn't mean that it's meant to last forever. I don't know why people fucking move like that. That's not the way that life works. You can have great, amazing moments, but it doesn't mean that it's meant to last forever. Things happen for a reason and a season. And instead of trying to fucking hold on and making yourself miserable and trying to, force a puzzle piece to fit when it doesn't, you have to realize, like, hey, this is no longer aligned to me, and that's okay. That is okay. But right now you're finding a lot of comfort in making yourself miserable by constantly thinking about, I guess, the good times, hoping that there's some sort of stability that can come out of that. But no, there isn't. It doesn't matter if things were amazing in 2019 between you and your partner, and you're like, because I see a lot of people doing this dumb shit. There's like couples or like people that were at job, like, think of it like this. COVID came and happened in 2019, and there were a lot of people that got the message. There was a split in the collective. I know because I was helping them get out. There was a split in the collective where COVID came, and a lot of people got the message and realized this job is no longer working for me. This person is no longer working for me. This family is no longer working for me. This location is no longer working for me. Like, people got the message and got the fuck on. Then you have the other half of the collective that was just like, oh, what was me? Oh, COVID, and just kept on moving how things were moving. And no matter how bad things got, it was just like, oh God, it's because of COVID. Well, baby, it's now 2024. It's now 2024. The world is never going to return back to normalcy as it was in 2019, because now we're in a whole new different era, a whole new different state, especially with Pluto and Aquarius now being a thing. But like, where you were in 2019, you will never get back to that place. So either you've elevated or you're still stuck in the same place. And there's so many people right now that are still stuck in the same place as they were before 2019, before 2020, that feel like, okay, well, we could just get back on a track. It's just that COVID came and fucked shit up. And it's just like, no, the time period exposed a lot that you weren't privy to. And instead of allowing the universe to teach you and help you, you're still in this place where you're stubborn and you keep thinking back to that 2019, to what things were. And the universe is like, baby, we tried to come in through 2020, through 2024 and show you what things are supposed to be and where you're supposed to go. Stop referring back to 2019. Stop. We've been telling you for years, stop. And I feel like that's what people are doing right now. And I feel like, we're going to hear a lot more, especially with the North Node going through Aries and the South Node going through Libra. It's all about independence and making your life fit to exactly like what it's supposed to be and authentic to you, and doing what's best for you and putting partnerships on the back burner. So just like how y'all saw a lot of people breaking up and getting divorced during the summer, that's going to be a continuous theme over the next 2 years. So I don't know if you're in a partnership right now and you're using whatever excuse to stay in it, but let it the fuck go. Let it the fuck go. Like, girl, if it's been 3 years of bullshit, stop referring back to 2019. Oh, things were so good before this happened, before that happened. I just know that we'll get back on track because we would have never had good things happen if we weren't supposed to be meant to be. Bitch, you're not meant to be now. Whatever it is, the person, place, thing, but let it go. Let it go. Okay. So where you need to redirect that energy is to movement, choices, and decisions. And then the fact that we have the Five of Swords is really all about manipulation and being strategic. It's like you need to be more strategic with your choices and how you move. You need to be more strategic with your choices and how you move in the decisions that you make. Okay. Again, I keep telling you that you cannot stay stuck here and thinking that by you thinking of what was, that's going to bring in some form of stability, because it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Okay. It's not. Even with Degrassi had to change at some point. This kind of reminds me of like Real Housewives of Atlanta, where people keep thinking, oh, if we bring Nene back, if we bring Frazier back, oh, that's going to change things and make it all the much better. You know, Candy just left Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now they're saying Portia's coming back. And it's like, that's not going to do a goddamn thing, because it's just time for a new era to begin. And y'all just keep on trying to hold the door open on the past when clearly the universe is like, baby, stop trying to hold that door open. We're on to a whole other new building. That's what y'all aren't realizing. Stop trying to open up a new chapter or start a new chapter in an old book. We're in a whole completely different library. That's why shit isn't going the right way for you, right? Okay. So when you start being more strategic about the decisions that it is that you're making, that's where things are going to come in. That's where the blessings are going to come in, right? So then we get to the advice, your protection message. We got the King of Swords and we got the partnerships and alliances. Literally, I'm telling you, this is about your partnerships and your alliances, who you align yourself with, what person, place, or thing. But this is more so the people that you align yourself to. Get rid of them. Get fucking rid of them, okay? And with the King of Swords is literally saying get rid of them, because the King of Swords is very crafty, very much like, I'm about to slice my knife. This is how I feel. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to just tell you how I feel very bluntly. I am the friend with no filter. Like, it's very much like, get real about the partnerships in your life. Get real. Okay. So if we expect the unexpected, we have heartache and loss. And then we also have, okay, we have heartache and loss, but then we also have the Seven of Cups, okay? We have heartache and loss, but we also have the Seven of Cups. So if we expect the unexpected, this is you stepping back to gain a perspective from everything, right? This is taking a step back from everything to gain a perspective. Right. But this is more so of you searching for purpose. This is you searching for purpose and allowing this pain to guide you to where it is that you need to be. Right. This is you allowing your pain to guide you into making better decisions. This is allowing your pain to guide you into, how do I put it? It's very much given, I'm so glad that I went through that, because had I not went through that and experienced that, I wouldn't have learned what I needed to become the person that I needed to be for you. You might end up saying that to somebody might end up saying that to you. That might be something that you come to a realization of 6 months from now. But that's what it's giving. So I don't know who it is that you need to cut off and why. I don't know who it is that you've already cut off and why. But just know that it's all for the better good. And just know that it's going to be a 20-year process of this. And yes, this is going to be one area where trauma is going to happen. But there's also going to be a lot of beautiful new beginnings if you pay attention to the universe and where the universe is trying to guide you. If you try to be hard-headed, okay? Like, if you try to be hard-headed and keep trying to focus on things that are no longer working, stop focusing on what worked. Oh, I remember. Girl, fuck that. You don't get brownie points for your memory, bitch. You talking about what was, what is. Let's talk about what is. Okay? What was is no longer stable. What was is no longer stable. So this is null and void. Okay, so the people that's going to deal with the most trauma over these next 20 years are the people that refuse to change. The people that refuse to change because they're holding on to the past. As long as you allow yourself to go along with the future, I promise you, this is going to turn out beautiful for you. It's going to turn out quite lovely for you. So it's really your choice. Okay, so go to my website, thealigningsouls.com. The website is literally on screen, thealigningsouls.com, to book you a personal reading. They are 50% off right now, currently up until the end of the weekend. Go take advantage of that. The website is on screen and in the description box. I will see y'all in the next one. Tell me what you want to be.